There's no easy way to say it. Going out of business sucks. Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel and you've just found me in the nacho cheese universe of YouTube, well, thanks a lot for deciding to check out this content today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the channel. It is free to do. It doesn't cost anything. Turn on your notification bells as I upload new content 7 days a week. Every day you're going to get the Moxman coming at you until you're frustrated with me and then just turn everything off. But we're only 99 subscribers away from getting to our pizza party at 7,500 subscribers. We're going to have our live stream, have a good time. I'm just going to eat a pizza in front of you. We're going to have a blast. And then it's the long march. That's right, the long march to the 10K. That's right, 2,500 subscribers to go after that. And if you're wondering what that party is going to be like, you can go back and watch my 5K video subscription party, and that will give you a rundown of kind of how it goes. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there. You know, when you've been around Magic as long as I have, and gone to the pre-releases and the tournaments and had a good time playing, there's a lot of times, though, things come up that you remember. And not all of them are great. I've played at a lot of comic shops, a lot of LGSs. And over the years, a lot of these places have gone out of business. Tons here in Toronto, some in the small towns I've been around, and it sucks. Something goes wrong, something doesn't work out. One bad Magic set can put companies under, can put these businesses out on their backs. And it sucks when it happens. It's not Wizards' fault, or is it? I'm not going to go that route. But generally speaking, there's expenses. Stores have rent. They have overhead, heating, hydro costs, insurance, taxes. They got to pay employees. They got to pay for product. It is not an easy life. A lot of people I know who got into doing LGS stores and stuff did it because they love it. They just had a passion for being there. They woke up every day excited and they charged into work and opened those doors and just, let's talk about Magic. Let's talk about my favorite board games. Let's play Catan. Let's stay up late at night and play D&D. Let's play some Warhammer night. Whatever it was going to be, they had a passion for it. And that started them off, and they got raring to go. The years go down. Sometimes people didn't make it. Sometimes they did. You got beat down sometimes. But over the years, some of these places do go under. They close. And all those good memories, they kind of get bottled up inside. You're like, that place was an awesome place. And you talk to your friends. Do you remember hanging out there? Do you remember doing that? Well, even now as we go forward, as products become more expensive, more pricey for the players to afford, and players scroll back a bit of their income, pull things back a bit, and say, I'm not going to spend as much money. I'm going to buy one less of this product, a little bit less of this. Then stores who may have over-ordered, I'm not saying I know any, but I have a few that have contacted me saying, do you know what's going on with this stuff? Well, I have told them that, don't order as much. Don't do it. Because when you over-order and you have to fulfill that order and pay for it, and it sits on a shelf for a long period of time, that sucks. Because if players have scrolled back and decided not to buy as much of that product, something bad like that can literally put you out of business. When you've got to come up and say, I want to get 12 collector boxes for my store, and my base cost is $205. I get to make like 50, 60 bucks each one. I'll make $600-700 on the 12. Yeah. But you still have to outlay all that money to buy it and ship it and have it brought to your store. You had to pay the distributor. You had to pay that cash. Pay your tab. And not only that, you don't just sell Magic. Most of these stores have numerous products which they sell. And they got to front the tab and pay for it. And then it sits on their shelf and they hope they sell enough of it to get by. But if you scroll back to what I said at the beginning is players are scrolling back. Get it? I scroll back, the players scroll back, and they say I'm not buying as much. Collector boxes aren't for me. Remember my video about the investment side of it? Maybe I shouldn't be holding as many collector boxes. Maybe I'll just do one instead of 5 or 6 or 7 or 10. Right? Maybe they just scroll back that one. But now that store who thought maybe they were going to sell some already ordered it. Right? And don't forget, people also could say, I'm going to buy 2. They come in, they put a deposit down. I'm going to pay for 2. Maybe they front the whole money. And then what happens is the store orders it. And then they find out that the product sucks. Maybe there's not enough powerful cards. People aren't interested. So they cancel their orders, which happened a lot with D&D. and then people get stuck with it. I refuse to cancel my orders. If I put my order in, I'm paying for it. I am, always. But sometimes players are like, no, this is no good. And I understand. So they back out, they say, I don't want it. And in some cases, the store's already paid or they're already footing the bill for it, and now it's going to sit on a shelf. Sometimes you'll see that. It just sits there for years. Ravnica, anybody? It just sat there. Dragon's Maze, for years it sat there. Even things like Dragons of Tarkir, Fate Reforged, they were really cheap for a long time because stores over-ordered. They didn't anticipate that there'd be a lessening of demand as time went on. Oh my goodness, Journey into Nyx, same thing. I remember getting those boxes for like $66 because Face to Face had over-ordered at the warehouse. I remember that. They had like a box of the week to try to clear out Born of the Gods, Journey into Nyx, and Theros. It was crazy. And you'll see that around the Boxing Day, Christmas time, where they usually have sales. If the sales aren't deep, it means they haven't over-ordered or they can't afford to take a cut on it. But when you see sales all the time, and it says, was $139.95, that's a standard box here in Canada, and now it's on for $120. They're trying to generate some cash. They're trying to move some product so they can shift it to the next product. They got churn and burn. Because players may not be buying as much of it. They may be sitting back in the wings saying, I'm going to wait and see what happens. I got burned a couple of sets ago and I don't want to do it. That's what happened to me with Double Masters. VIP packs. I got hosed. You guys could go watch those videos. They were there. And they were brutal. But when this happens and stores have a cash flow discrepancy where they are not expecting things that happen, it's a bad time for everyone. If they are expecting to sell 30 booster boxes and they're expecting to get the singles and the trade-ins from that and sell those singles and the trade-ins and keep more boxes coming and keep that wheel flowing, and they don't get that wheel, and a couple of the cogs break out of it and the set's not that good for a couple of times, that drove some of the stores I remember out of business. Just a few bad small decisions. So when stores contacted me, a couple of them in the last couple of weeks, I warned them. I said, look, you can always reorder from your distributor. Wizards already made a lot of this product. It can sit in a warehouse for a while. You don't have to front that bill right away. But there's that FOMO for a store of missing out on a crazy product. But I don't think we're going to have any crazy products, I told them. Nothing crazy right now. It's going to be good. But until you can get the consumer confidence back, and I see a lot of people buying, that's how you know. Because I usually do, 4 or 5 box openings each new set for patrons or for viewers on the channel. I only have 1 or 2 coming up. That's it. Players are holding back. A lot of them are buying reserve list cards. Other players just want to sit back and see other people open on other channels and don't want to spend their own money. Very understandable. But when it happens to a store and they're not ready for it, they get burned because their cash flow gets messed up. And if somebody brings in cards and they want to sell them, they want cash, store doesn't have the money. New set comes up, but they haven't moved enough of the old set, can't buy as much of the new one, don't have the money. Cash flow is everything when it comes to a store. And if they can't keep churning it over, there will be issues somewhere down the line. Conservatism can pay off sometimes. And yes, you may miss out sometimes. But when players pull back and they say, I'm waiting, when stores were depending on those advancements in money to buy product and get it into the store, even if it's for a player, it still fattens up their orders. It can help get them discounts, get cheaper shipping. When that doesn't happen, it can cause a whole chain of disruptions, which goes all the way back to Wizards. That's why sometimes with fat packs in the past, I remember when Battle for Zendikar came out, it was the lowest fat pack run in like a decade because the previous fat packs before it did not sell well. All the Journey, Born, and Nyx ones didn't sell well, so when Cons and them came out, it was okay. And when Battle for Zendikar returned, it was kind of like, no, not really great. And then they'd already done the print run, and then we found out the cool stuff inside. But that particular run was very small. I remember. People couldn't fulfill orders. People were all mad at the stores. It's not the store's fault. Nobody was buying them. If you didn't buy the previous fat packs, why would I order extra of this fat pack? And that's how it goes. And then you can have a whole different set of issues that are not the store's fault, but chances are the store will get blamed for it. Without cash flow, stores go out of business. They're depending on the singles. They're depending on the boxes coming in for a few bucks here and there. And the little tiny things they sell in their store. Maybe they got some cool hats and sleeves made up. Lots of stores have different products inside depending on what type of store they focus on and where they're located. I know a lot of places that are like Magic and like Pokemon. And a couple have almost no of any non-Magic cards at all. And they got a lot of Warhammer and D&D stuff. And a few of them are completely puzzle shops with one or two little things of Magic. They don't trade in anything. They just sell individual packs. I get it. Different strokes for different folks everywhere in this world who play Magic. But cash flow is king. So when little LGSs start going out of business and there's less and less stores available, and you have to travel further and further to get to those stores, it sucks. When places I used to love went out of business, I remember helping some of those places move. I was like, okay, I'm gonna help you move and get to your house and help you bring your comics out of your store. I'm gonna help bring all your Magic boxes you have left over. You're gonna try to sell them online to kind of recoup some cash. You gotta go looking for a new job. It sucks because that passion the person had, over time, if they're not careful, gets wringed out of them. They don't get to take vacations. They're always worried about, as an independent business owner, you're worried about so many things that when it does end, it ends hard and it ends harsh. And it usually starts with a few small mistakes, not having enough cash flow, not balancing your books properly, not watching the intake and outtake of product coming in. It's hard. It's not an easy job and it's not for everyone. But usually the people who open those businesses, they started with passion and drive and they wanted everyone to have a good time. And a few mistakes get made and things cost them. I've talked to the stores that have asked me. I've let them know where I see where players are going from the emails and the information I get. And what stores decide to do with the information I've given them, that's up to them. I've just passed along what players have told me, what I've been seeing on other channels, and what I've been seeing across the board, as it were, as I search out information. When I find out how many pre-sales have sold here and how many here, and I add them all up, and I look at the previous sales, because not every store communicates with every store, but I have enough stores with me that I can look and see how many Kamigawa boxes are pre-bought. And then how many got bought in the last set and the set before that. I just cross-compare them and get the numbers. So it's very interesting. Double feature, by the way, not selling that great. But again, if stores paid for those boxes, they're sitting in their stores. It's tying up capital that store needs to move on to the next product, which could lead to mistakes and lead to cash problems. And again, the same issue repeats itself. It'll be very interesting to see if stores turn things around, if Wizards can turn it around to better products to make people want to buy it more often. But I see a lot of players sitting on the sidelines, and that could result in LGSs closing up because they just don't have the liquidity without the pre-orders coming in to pay for the products. It's just the way it is. Well, thanks a lot for tuning in today. I know it's kind of a grim conversation, but it had to be had because it's going on a lot right now. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed yourself today. Leave those comments in the comments section. Let me know what you thought, and I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Have a boomstick day, Army of Darkness style. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And of course, a big shout out goes out to each and every one of my fantastic patrons on the channel. You guys are amazing. You know it's true. And I can't wait to talk to you guys each and every day. Have a smashing day. Have a boomstick day, Necronomicon style. And I'll see you guys at the live stream. That's right, I'm back. We're here. It's the end of the video. You knew it was going to happen. But guess what? We're going wild today. We're going to do 2 cards. Most people won't know. We're going to do Infestation Expert. We're going to follow that up with a Frenzied Devils. Frenzied Devils, just so you guys know. And they're both going in the box. I bent them a little bit. They're okay. They're uncommons. It's not going to hurt anything. So, we'll be getting close to that pizza party. 99 subs as of the day I did this video. So, kind of like, yay! Going to eat this giant meat lever. I have not eaten out in so long now. This is actually going to be a treat. I told my son and the wife, you know, hey, you guys are going to have pizza too, don't worry. But again, like an extra large just for me. Can't wait. And I'm like, I know. You'll be dreaming of it with me. We can all sit around. You can buy your own pie. Anyway, it's going to be awesome. So thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day, a boomstick day, like I said. Little bit of action there. Enjoy the cards in the box. Remember, that could be important. The cards in that box could be important. All right. We'll see you guys soon. I'll see you tomorrow.